Good evening, everybody, and welcome to WCFL DolFans Talk. Hope everyone's having a wonderful night tonight. It's a beautiful night here in Brooksville, Florida. Let's go see how the weather is elsewhere, starting off with Mr. Dolphin Winters. What's up, Mr. Winters?
What's going on, brother? How are you? It is chilly and I want to say 40, chilly, 45 degrees, 10 to 20 mile an hour breezes, and the weather is bipolar here. So that's what's
Sounds good.
going on in Philadelphia.
Let's check in on Mr. Derek Simmons.
Yo, Derek, what's going on, man?
Hey guys, good evening.
How's the
How
weather
y'all
where
doing?
you?
What's going on? What's going on?
It's finally cooled down. The wind was gusting pretty good. I was able to still get the grass cut and do a little weeding. So,
Let's see
it
how
wasn't too
Mr. Fabio is doing and if we can hear him yet. Nope, still can't hear you, Johnny.
Damn, Johnny.
Michael Winters. What's up, Michael Winters?
What's up, Michael Winters?
You're in St. Pete, huh?
My brother from another mother.
Well, all I got to say to starting this show off with right now is that this team is going to hell in a handbasket.
You got that right.
WTF?
Yep.
Yeah, because the first thing I woke up to was Johnny. You there, Johnny? Fuck. No,
Not
Johnny. Damn. Our brother Johnny's having some technical difficulties. We're trying to get him on. But yeah, I woke up Monday morning, and the first thing, I mean, literally, I had like 4 or 5 messages. You guys are training Ramsey? Oh, Ramsey wants to trade. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I'm just like,
that's
man,
the
I said, this
question.
is
What the
just
hell is going on?
something's going on.
And then the crazy
Yeah,
part is,
something. I said, something is going on.
the crazy part is he didn't even ask for the trade or anything. Even Greer come out and said it. So I don't get it.
No.
Hear you, Johnny?
Hmm.
I don't hear nothing. Poor Johnny.
It's probably the connection. It's probably the connection.
Well, Michael Winters, you've been working that way lately. You're real close to the party this Saturday. Party this Saturday, right here at my house. Pre-draft, birthday party. Good evening, Joe Riss. How you doing?
You sound just like Paul. We was just talking. He said the same thing. 2026 Dolphins.
Yep. Yeah, I'm ready for 2025 to be over with so we can start 2026 and maybe see if something different will pop up.
We'll be lucky if that happens. Good old same old Dolphins. But they're expecting. I guess they're expecting Cam Smith to step up.
I guess not. Nope.
There you go. Damn. I thought he said something.
I didn't hear him.
I thought I heard him.
Michael Winters, make sure you bring all your friends. I know Chris and Mona won't be able to make it this year. Mona's taking care of her mother 24/7. So she's can't go anywhere, do anything right now.
How many you got coming right now, Paul?
It's hard to say, 20 to 30.
Not bad. That's a good crowd.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll be there. I can't wait.
Barbecue pulled pork, some chicken wings, and anybody here don't want that, I'll make up some either sausage or hot dogs.
They wouldn't want that. They're crazy.
There you go.
Everybody's invited, though. It doesn't matter what team you're a fan of. We have some Buffalo Bills fans usually here. I know we have a Dallas Cowboy fan here. So
So what do you guys think? Do you think we're going a cornerback now? Do you think we're going to get aggressive in the draft?
I don't think
I
we're
don't
going
know
to
what we're gonna do, man.
get the draft. I'm not.
I don't know.
I think we're going to go cornerback if depending on who's available. If not, we might end up trading back still, trying to get more picks so we can fill in some of these 50 million gaps that we have.
I think we're going to do a lot of after the
Miami
draft.
Swiss cheese.
Sign free agents, I think.
Oh, you've been reading articles.
But I've seen a lot of the updated, like Bucky Brooks, Mel Kiper, all them guys. We're all going interior line. Now they're all saying Starks now.
Hell,
So I don't know. It's going to be a mystery.
history is a mystery.
But if anybody can do it, I think Weaver has a good shot of being able to do it. I mean, look at the Ravens defense. They've had a lot of people that weren't expected to do anything. They drafted good with Ozzie Newsome, Maybe we'll get lucky and Weaver will have a little bit of luck like that and have some pull.
Derek, you said 2 words in that. Maybe and lucky.
And then my philosophy is these guys are going to screw it up once again.
I want to keep hope there that it's not going to happen now. That they won't screw it up.
What's been going on? It's very hard to keep hope. I love my Dolphins, but as we've said in text back and forth with each other, right now I'm not going for the games next year. I'm going for the tailgating and the family.
Kudos to that. I agree to that 100%.
Mm-hmm.
There might be some games I don't go to. As of right now, I probably won't go to the last game of the season, which is, I think, January 4th. If there's a home game on that season on January 4th, I won't be going.
They still looking around like May 18th or no, May 15th, area 15th, 18th, something like that for the drop of the schedule.
Second week of May usually.
Because I know it was May 15th last week. Last year.
3 weeks from tomorrow, I think we'll be getting that 3 weeks. So
nice.
So because next week is the draft, and I'll actually be at Russell and Kim's house. I'll be in Massachusetts watching.
We can hear you! Yay!
So, yay!
Yeah, 15 minutes to try to get on.
About damn time.
I'm telling you, brother. I had to turn my phone off, turn it back on. The wife went in and cleared the cache, and then it let me in.
If it's 3 weeks from tomorrow,
yeah, I've been there. I've been there, brother. Trust me.
The 8th.
What were we talking about?
Yeah, this should be right now.
The team going to
schedule.
hell.
The schedule should be out like 3 weeks from tomorrow.
What were you saying? The team going to hell in a handbasket?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. The dumpster fire of the Dolphins right now?
You know it. I think we're ready to leave or get fired, and he's just emptying the new guy has nothing to work with.
Well, the sad part is, Ramsey wanting to leave. Is that because of the environment that they're in? The showing up late for meetings and that stuff. Is it because he knows he's getting near the end of his career and he wants a chance to win? I mean, is it all of it? It's you extend this guy, he wants out. You extend Hill, he's talking about he wants out at times. You give these guys money and then they want to turn around and run away.
Yeah.
That's normally what the Dolphins do. We overpay, and then they want to roll out after 2 years after they get their money.
Problem is with Ramsey's contract, who's going to pick it up?
That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
I see him still being a Dolphin, to be honest with you.
I do too. But I don't know if you guys saw Chris Greer's press conference. What a fucking idiot!
Dude, he looks lost, man. He's just
What a fucking idiot! They asked him about Tyreek Hill being traded. He's like,
I didn't
"Oh
get
yeah."
a chance to watch it all.
They asked about Tyreek being traded. He goes, "Yeah, if somebody comes and offers us 2 number ones, we'll definitely think about it." Ain't nobody coming and offering you 2 number 1 picks.
Not for a washed up receiver.
Well, he's not washed up, but he's not. He's on the other side of his good years.
He's on the other. He's not washed up, no, but he's on the other side of his good years, and he's a drama queen.
I think he's going to be drama this year still, but I think he's going to ball out because he's going to show up to the meetings on time. He's going to try to show that he wants to be a leader and a captain because he knows that he just made himself look like an idiot. So he has a lot to prove. So I think this will probably be one of the better seasons he has.
I don't know about that
we
because
hope to see that.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. I would hope to see that, but I'll be honest with you. And I've been saying this. Johnny O's been saying this, and Paul said this. There is something going on in that organization that we'll never know. And you can tell that it's something going on inside those walls or on that campus. And it's not good. When you got your star cornerback that just got an extension last year wanting to leave, that's a problem. When you got players, like I said, Kendall Lamb got interviewed by the Philadelphia media. And they asked, and they were like, "Yeah, some guys, when their phones go off in a team meeting, usually coaches go fucking crazy. Not our coach or not our ex-coach. You know what I'm saying? So it is a culture thing. Until the culture changes in Miami, we aren't winning shit, and I'm going to continue to say that."
Yep.
Yeah, part of Greer's interview was talking about he wants to win now to get the fans off his back. Really? That's why you want to win?
You know, the fuck.
He ain't winning shit with the way he's doing things.
I agree.
We're not winning nothing.
I mean, me and Winners were talking
It's
about
fucked
it.
up to say this, but I don't.
5 to 6 wins, if that.
Yep.
And God, I would love for them to prove me wrong, but right now, the way things
Agreed.
look,
Well, they might prove you wrong. They might only win 2 or 3.
I think 500. I think our offense is going to be good, but it's all going to come down if Tua stays healthy. The offense has got to put up serious numbers if the defense can't, stop anything.
offense right now, really, Derek. We don't.
That is always. That's always going to be the Achilles heel with the Miami. The Achilles heel with the Miami Dolphins will always be if Tua can stay healthy, and it's always going to be that.
No O line. We have no D line right now, really.
Just wonder if we end up trying to pull the trade. I wonder if we trade one of our defense ends or something to bring in somebody.
Who are you going to trade?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just wondering if we try to get rid of Chubb or somebody.
Yeah.
There's a team out there that wants Chubb or Phillips because they're both coming off injuries.
Besides Tyreek,
the only team that takes injured guys is us.
Shout out to Papa Smurf out there. Papa Smurf, I have a special hat for you when you come to the party this Saturday.
I think you'd rather have Smurfette than a hat, but that's okay.
There's no Smurfette on it, so.
Now, you're having your party Saturday. Are we still doing a show on Sunday? You going to be able to?
No, we're not going to do a show on Sunday, not Easter Sunday.
Okay.
Because anybody that's spending I got some of the people are camping out and spending the night, and I'm going to be up early cooking breakfast. So
Nice. I might need to stay for Easter breakfast then. How about that? Paul can cook, so I don't know. I have to win. I have to fight that over with the wife. She might not be happy about that not being in a bed.
and cheese burritos,
What is it?
sausage, egg, and cheese burritos.
Oh, that sounds good. But we got to meet I think we're meeting the realtor at like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. So we definitely got to get back.
Yeah, we're I'll have some smoked salmon dip, barbecue pulled pork, chicken wings, egg salad.
And then when I jump off the plane and get in the car, if you need anything, you let me know. I'll stop and pick stuff up. If you need anything last minute thing, you just let me know.
No problem. I appreciate it, brother.
Pick up a Miami Dolphins Super Bowl while you're on your way.
Oh, if I could do that, I'd be doing that. I'd be driving down there now. I think it's too early. I know it's been like a roller coaster with this stuff. I just don't think anybody's going to pay Ramsey. I want to know what's really going on, because if he didn't ask for a trade and he didn't ask for more money, what is the issue? It's got to be something internal to the organization. Maybe they're changing something up. Maybe it was Ramsey's phone, the one that was going off, But I don't know. He hasn't really caused too much drama, that we see,
Yeah.
He's probably looking at the secondary. Let's think about this, gentlemen. He's probably looking at the secondary as we speak right now. And I guarantee you it's probably some conversation between himself, McDaniels, and Weaver. And that's probably what it probably might have come down. I'm just saying this hypothetically, and just the defensive coordinators or whatever. And probably was wondering, well, where's my role? What is going to be my role? What are you guys trying to do? And he probably like, well, you guys are not going to dog me out. If y'all going to have me play this and this, then I'm going to want this and this. And that's probably what kind of hypothetically could have happened. No one say tomato. He's saying tomato.
One guy can't cover the whole field, so.
I know there was one point that I done lost my train of thought. Brain fart. Greer was talking about that in the past couple of drafts that he's gone with McDaniels picks and everything, and this year he's going with more. He's putting his foot down more and going with his picks than McDaniels picks.
Right. And if that's the case, he said he wants to go line. I mean,
well, that's as Johnny O says, that's a wait and see bit, because.
Yeah, but if he said that in a press conference, he's throwing the coach under the bus. What kind of kind of organization are they running if they're throwing each other under the bus?
It seems like there's a lot of disagreement right now, but
down there,
the head coach.
Yeah.
Well, one or the other is scared of losing their job or something.
But
the way it's going, they're both going to lose their jobs.
Yeah.
And then I honestly see somebody like Weaver taking over as head coach or interim head coach if it happens. There's a reason why Weaver came back and didn't go anywhere else. I know he had that chance for the Saints, but there was other options out there. But because remember how we were all nervous, I just wish we knew what was going on inside.
Weaver's a very good defensive coordinator. Yeah, I think Weaver's a very good defensive coordinator, and I hope he'll succeed this year too. So right now, like we all agree, it is so many holes that need to be filled. And like I have to agree with Russell. Russell said it the best. Our first or our at least 3 out of 4 rounds, those players, they got to come in right away.
Yep.
They have to come in right away. Because we don't have depth. We don't have depth at certain positions. We just don't.
At least one good thing, there is a good bit of cornerbacks. There is a good bit of good interior linemen all the way up to the 4th round.
Right now, we're just sucking hind tit.
Yep.
But we'll still get sucked back in. We'll get a pick or something in the draft, and it'll get us all excited. And then it's just like the roller coaster. Right now, we're a little down about Ramsey. If we weren't down about Ramsey right now, I think we'd be a little bit more on that high on the roller coaster right now, rolling into the draft.
No,
Well,
I've been saying since
Derek, I'm going to be that one guy.
February, it's 5 or 6 wins. That's
I'll be
it.
that one guy.
Me
I'll
and
be this
John.
one guy on the panel and say this. I'll say this to everybody. You guys watch more college football than I ever have. And I will be straight up with everybody. I don't know a damn thing about college football. All I know is what I ever see, what clips I see from ESPN or whatever. And that's basically it. I will be excited or somewhat right around July training camp time, August preseason time, because I'm going to see what we look like. That first week is going to talk. The first 4 weeks of the season, depending on who we play, is going to answer a lot of questions. And it's going to see what direction we're going to go in. You know what I mean? We get to see what Zach Wilson looks like in this offense, even though it will be a based offense in the preseason. At least we get to see if he can really operate in this offense. But it's a lot of question marks and there's a lot of things. And like you said, and like I said earlier, it is some things going on down there. We will probably never know, but there's some things going on behind those closed doors that things they ain't working. They just not.
Right.
And fans, we ain't dumb. You know what I mean? We're not dumb. Do we overact as a fan base? Any fan base does, and yes, we do. But in the same sense, I'm gonna be honest with you. We not dumb. Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, the owner, everybody, Miami Dolphins organization. Y'all might think that we stupid. Y'all might think that we slow. Y'all might think that we might know, but we not dumb. We're not. We love this team 24/7, even on the off season. We're not slow because we can see it's some turmoil down there. You talking about some waves? There's some waves going on down there, and it's real choppy waves. It ain't smooth.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. To me, right now, the organization is in disarray. I mean, they can't keep players that they draft. They can't keep guys that they bring in and extend. They want to get out. They can't, I don't know.
But I mean, I do think some of these guys, they want a lot of money. Like Wilkins, it would have been nice to keep him, but he wasn't worth the money he did. Robert Hunt wasn't worth $100 million. I mean,
Yeah, but that's where Chris Greer has to sign him early. You don't let him get to the final year. You see him improving every year. Year 2, year 3, you try to extend him.
Yeah. Exactly.
at least give him a year or two more every time, if it's just a little bit at a time.
Right. They could have gone to Wilkins after year 3 and said, listen, we'll give you a 5-year, $60 million contract. That kid would have jumped all over it. Instead they played the games and waited, and he bet on himself and he won huge.
Right.
We don't extend our own players. They bring in a flashy free agent like they did with Hill a few years ago, which made the fan base feel better and get excited. And then he's been nothing but drama. And, he's a great player, puts up great numbers, 2 years in a row, 1,700 yards. And then last year he fell off, but that was the entire defense. The only one that was producing was a chance. So, Greer will do something, whether it's during the draft or after the draft or post June 1st, and it'll excite everybody. But with the holes we got, we're looking at 5 or 6 wins.
That's why I'm thinking that you got a lot of top free agents right now that are still out there that want big money. When the time comes after the draft, and then these guys want to play and they don't want to go without not playing, I think we're gonna be a big spender. I think not a big spender, but I think we're gonna be okay. I just still want to keep positive.
I understand. You
So
want to keep
frustrating.
positive. We all want to be positive, but it's very frustrating, and there's no way we can be big spenders because we don't have the money to spend.
Well, I mean, like spend big spenders on like these cheap free agents that are going to bring their numbers down and realize, all right, I need to play. It's going to be a prove it play, and then hopefully get a big contract the next year before they retire or something.
Well, that's the good and the bad about all these 1-year contracts that we've done, is that these guys are going to hopefully play their asses off in order to get a bigger contract next year, but that also means that we could go turn around and lose them.
And that's what I'm afraid of, because I think that what's going to happen is, and they're going to ball out. They're going to ball out, like you just said. They're going to ball out this season, and we might have a good season. Maybe subpar. I hope not. But what they'll do is they'll ball out at their position, and guess what? Another team will give them the money that Miami is not going to offer, if they even offer them anything. Because remember, we had Van Ginkel, and they didn't even offer Van Ginkel a contract.
Yeah, that was crazy.
No, supposedly they did offer a contract, but in the negotiations, it was they offered him like 16 or 18 million for 2 years, but he was going to be a rotational player, and he wanted to start. And Minnesota offered him 20 for the 2 and the starting job. Well, he proved what he can do when he starts and made a damn Pro Bowl.
Yep.
And then he had 2 pick sixes last year, right?
Yeah, so he got to start. You know,
almost had one in the playoffs.
Yeah, he wanted to be the man, and Minnesota said, "You're our guy. You can start. You play." And he proved that he was well worth, starting and not being a rotational guy.
And let me tell you, you don't bring that name up around my wife.
Yep.
She that he's not playing with us still. She wanted his jersey.
And I'm hoping that we keep Nick Needham, because, I mean, shit.
Did we get him back yet?
Van Ginkel?
No.
Needham? No.
No, I know Van
Ginkel. I never heard anything.
What about Needham?
Not yet.
We could get him back before he tore.
That's what I'm talking about. I haven't heard anything.
He's falling out. Maybe they're in talks with that.
Oh, he had a chance to play last year, and they hardly used him out there. I think they only activated him and brung him up from the practice squad 1 or 2 games, and they didn't even really use him, I don't think.
Yep.
I just hope we have faith in Weaver. He can figure it out. Hopefully he can do it. I mean, he's coming. Just hoping, because, I mean, I've seen the Ravens defense, people will be like dogging them and be like, oh, they ain't got nothing. And then these guys, they find the diamonds in the rough. So maybe we can, like you said, maybe and lucky at the same time. But
well, I mean, we're pretty good at finding diamonds in the rough. The thing is, we don't keep them.
yeah, that's killing us. Yep.
Yeah.
That's absolutely killing us. We got to start getting these guys. You can't wait till the last.
Who's the corner that we haven't played? I can't think of his name.
Cam Smith.
Smith. They asked Greer about Smith, and he said, "Oh yeah, we can't hold his hand anymore." What?
He basically said, from what article I said, this is his year to show us what he's got, or he's gone.
No, in his interview today, he said that they can't hold his hand anymore. Well, what do you mean hold his hand? What have you been doing the last few years? Are you developing the kid? Is he getting better? If not, get rid of him. If he's getting better, play him.
Well, yeah. He's gonna have to play now. You know what I mean? They don't have anybody. I mean, and then there was a couple articles out there from down in Miami that he put some size on, and he's been working out the team facility nonstop. So he's got to stay healthy too. I just understand we have more injuries than anybody I've ever seen. It's like, why are we not firing a strength and coordinator coach or something? Like, you go down there and do better than that guy. As much money as they pump in that team, you can buy the best doctors in the world. Like, why are we always hurt?
He knows where the bodies are buried, because he's the longest tenured coach in Miami Dolphins.
Right? But still, like, keep him there, but have some assistance or something. Like
2006, I believe.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Let's take a quick commercial break.
What's up, y'all? This is Chef Jew. Looking for a great chef for your next catering party, private party? office party, etc., with welcome watering meals and desserts. Let Chef Jew Catering and Sweet Treats take care of it for you at an affordable price. Call me at 786-804-8096. Also, reach me at chefjewcatering@gmail.com. Direct message on Facebook and Instagram at Chef Juice Catering. Chef Juice Catering and Sweet Treats. Food with a passion. We do it all.
Chef Jew, Miami, Palm Beach area. Get your sweet treats and good eats. Don't forget the cheesecake, personal size cheesecake, which means personal, means one person. Personal.
It's the size of a small dinner. It's the size of a small dinner dish, but yeah, it's the size of a small dinner dish, but it's personal.
But hey, Papa Paul isn't a little man. He's a big man. He needs some extra sweets.
Yeah. Papa Paul went to the all you can eat buffet of cheesecake.
Hey, if it's good, I ain't sharing either. Hey, have we heard any more, guys? Have we heard any more on the possible move of the tailgate? Has anybody seen any more of that? Has that developed any more? Or is there still a question?
I know Allie put up for her crew about moving to yellow parking. You there, Winners?
Yeah, I heard that because that's exactly what I was about to bring up. Because you're saying the price of the orange parking is ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
It is.
So yeah. So,
the only thing that sucks with yellow is they don't let you
that
park
might be
together.
The next season.
Well, it depends. Sometimes you can get pretty close together and stuff. And I mean, we don't park together half the time as it is.
Well, we park in the same row.
And see, I always park in the same place every time. Of course, I have a handicap placard, so.
Now, when I go into lot 18 yellow, normally they used to have people guiding you in each way, but if you got there, they said like they wouldn't open up till like 8:30 or whatever, or 9:00 or something like that. I can't remember the exact time. We got there before at like 20 after 8:15. There's nobody there. They go in and they say just don't take up two spots. Park wherever you want with your friends. They've always been decent at lot 18.
Yeah, well, lot 13, I'm usually one of the first ones there, and I park right up by the walkway, handicap parking.
Plus, a little extra tip money helps out, or a beer or a shot or something for them guys, or a cold drink definitely helps them.
Yeah.
He's there, right? Yeah.
Need a little persuasion.
And I know in yellow, I mean, there's some gaps in spots, people parking and saving spots and stuff like that. I've seen it. So.
Plus, if you're going to have that many people coming over there, they're going to make it. They're going to find a way to make it. I bet you if we would end up moving that, the Dolphins would have to see that and be like, "What are we doing? Our fans are moving the biggest party spot of the thing. Why are they moving?" You know, you would think there'd be some questions. Maybe they would see this stuff because they got to see fans.
They don't. They don't care, Derek.
They don't give a rat's ass.
You know,
people pay for those spots. They don't. That's what they care about.
Yep.
And they sell out every year, so normally the passes sell out every year, so it doesn't. Yeah.
Well, what kills me is orange is never full. When you go past us more towards the fence, there's always open spots over there.
Yeah, and yet there's supposedly a waiting list for orange parking passes.
Yeah.
And I'm supposedly on a waiting list for 88 parking pass.
So what people are doing is they're buying them up. So what they're doing is they're buying them up, and then they're trying to sell them for whatever their price is. That's what people are doing.
And some of these prices are crazy for these orange passes. That you know what I mean to park. It's
$150, $200, $250.
That's insane just to park.
It's more than your game day ticket.
Right.
Because I don't think it costs but $40 or $50 for an orange parking pass.
40.
Yeah. My yellow parking pass, I think, is like 20 these days.
Yeah, I think we paid 25 for the yellow. I think it was 200. I think it was like 200 or 250 for 8 games. Is what it was.
I don't know. I got mine with the all package in with my seats, and it just comes out to just under $1,800 for 2 seats and a parking pass.
Yeah, I think I'm at like 20. I think I'm at like 2150 for my 2 seats, and then the parking pass. I know it's like 4,300 for the 4 seats, and then the parking pass, and then we just split. Me and Jason just split it down right down the middle. So I hope it doesn't change, but I mean we'll band together and make it happen, because that's the best thing. That's what got me into wanting the season tickets. I mean, I've been a diehard Dolphins fan and all that, but man, once I went to my first game, went to the tailgating thing, I was like, I got to find a way to get tickets. It wasn't about the game and all that stuff. It was about everybody out there, just seeing so many Dolphins fans. That was it. And just the family environment. You can bring your family, your kids, your grandma, like anybody, and it's fun.
Yep.
But no matter what, win or lose, I'll still bleed aqua and orange. No matter what.
Yep.
Always.
Hell,
Always.
look at
You know what I mean? I told people I can't wait till next week. Shoot.
Yeah, I'm excited for the draft next week.
Can't wait. I'm leaving Philadelphia to go to, yeah, I'm be all Dolphin down when I leave my house on Thursday morning to go to the train to go up to Mass. I'm definitely being Dolphin down. It's draft day, of course. You know what I mean? And I know it's a couple of Dolphin fans out here. I've had people come to me. They're like, "Yo, we thought it was you, but it was somebody else. They was Dolphin down. They had their Dolphin gear on." I said, I said, we do represent nicely. So
That and with the colors. I mean, you're in a city where the colors are pretty basic. You wear our colors, they notice you.
Yep.
oh,
Yeah, the other thing I get worried about is I know we were talking about us maybe only getting 5 or 6 games if we win. If prediction, people are going to start selling their tickets for nothing, and then we're going to get outnumbered. And then when you're trying to cheer your team on, we're going to be outnumbered, and that's what I'm worried about the most.
Hey, well, that's the organization's fault.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a destination
Nothing
where you would want to come.
about it.
You know what I mean?
There's nothing we can do about it.
Cosa Nostra.
Casa Nostra, West Siders. Nope. I'm going to be in yellow parking all year this year, more than likely.
Yep, same here. Unless Papa Paul, you find a game we can go, and I'll, depending on my funds and everything, as long as we get moved down, and I'm down to pay for one of the things, just because I've never done it. But then Jason may beat me if I get that.
Man.
So,
what's up, Dan?
What's up, Bert?
What's up, Bert? Sir?
Go Sixers. That was funny.
Go Celtics.
Boo.
watching the Orioles game right now. How's your Phillies doing?
I don't even know. I'm doing the podcast. I'll pull it up. I'll pull up the stream actually, because I stream on my computer and watch everything off my computer. So I'll pull up the stream and actually watch it.
I know they got their butt kicked the other day.
Checked, though.
I think the Orioles are like the Dolphins. When it's cold, they don't know how to bat. They don't know how to play. They don't know how to do anything. They just freeze. Down there, Baltimore, down there winning 5-1. It's like
shit. We pulled. Shit.
So,
Well, the Phillies. I knew a couple of my coworkers. They went down to the Phillies game last night and were complaining. I said, "You went down on one of the coldest nights of the fucking year for a baseball game."
Man, them winds were like 50
They
miles an
said it
hour
should
here
have been a
yesterday.
football game being played.
Right?
Yes, and it's open. If you've been down the link or the financial field, the link or Citizen Bank Park or anything, that whole area down there in South Philly is open. So that wind it feels stronger down there than it does if you were in the city. So, yeah, it's cold. And I've been to a Phillies game where it was like no exaggeration. It felt like 30 something degrees outside. I'll never forget it. I will never forget that. It was a Monday night and it was cold. And I actually had like almost a winter coat on in the stands.
How cold was it?
Yeah, it was that damn cold. So, but yeah, I'm just praying, gentlemen, that we're wrong, and I really pray that we actually do better than what we're projecting for us to do. But when you don't see the outcome or you don't see the blueprint, like a lot of us are looking at this team, it is, and there's no disrespect to the players that we picked up, but we just are not. We're just looking at this, and it's like what are we really doing here? And I pray that we do bring in some guys right off the bat from the draft that can actually make an impact right away. Hopefully, we have guys that we sign that we can sit there and rotate, and hopefully they can sit there and get it together. And maybe just maybe we it may shut all of us up. And I want that to happen. But right now, the way I'm feeling and the way things are going, and you're getting news like this, it don't put a good feeling. It don't put a good feeling in your stomach at all. It just doesn't. I know me. It don't. It
Nope,
really doesn't.
not
Man,
I'ma
at
I'd
still
be
all.
watch.
happy if
I'ma still
I'd be
watch.
happy,
I'ma, you know, you know.
I'd
I'ma
be
still
happy if
watch. I'ma still
McNeil.
do this show faithfully. I'ma still rock the Dolphins all day, every day. But damn it, this is just not a good feeling. It really isn't. As a fan, as diehard fans like we are, this doesn't feel good. You know.
I'd be happy if McDaniel's just wasn't so. I don't even know what the word to even think of. Like, just not. You know, change it up a little bit. Don't be so bullheaded. And now we're just scraping for the little things.
Well, I'm like this. I know I can say this. I really believe that I think he knows he's on a hot seat. I think he hears it. You can sit there and act like it's not there. It's there. The fan base. The fan base is like, bruh, listen. And I like McDaniel, but McDaniel, you got to show me something. Like I gave you your 3 years because I always tell people, for a coach to come in and implement his plan, it takes at least 2 seasons, at least. We
Right.
looked good the first season. The second season, we're going to what, year four? We're year four now, right?
Yep.
Right.
So this is you got to show me something. You can't be running the same play, and I'm hearing screen every damn 5 minutes from the defense, or already knowing the plays. They already know what they're going to run before we run it. That's not good. You know
And
what I
then the other thing
mean?
that
And
makes
that's
me
not just
mad
from
is
watching
where
tape. That's
the
just from experience.
only thing that makes me mad is where McDaniel's come out and said there was nobody else that could do the play calling better than him. You got Darrell Bevel sitting back there who has actually won a Super Bowl. You can't tell me he don't know how to call offensive plays.
Hmm.
That's where his
Hmm.
ego. That's where his ego comes in.
Yep.
Yep.
You got that well experienced guy, and Bevel's done good with all the people. He's a quarterback whisperer, and I think Tua's actually done better since he got with Bevel. Um, like, how do you not try to lean off that a little bit more? You know, it's you're the head coach. You need to be able to do everything. It's all right to give up a little bit of play calling, or have ask for help. There's no shame in asking for help. That's for
Yeah.
sure. It's part about being a team player and relying on your team.
Right.
But
Yeah. I mean, like like Johnny O says, we got to wait and see. But I'm really praying that we're all wrong. I'm praying that this team is successful for all our sakes. and this fan base and the organization. I want them to prove us wrong. I really do. I want to eat my words. I want to look like a
I
dumb
want them
boy
to
and,
prove
and
us
say,
wrong on
damn,
the
we
positive
actually
side,
balling out. You
side
know what I
like
mean?
Johnny said earlier.
Yes. hmm
But I do know one thing.
I want to be eating crow in November and December.
You know
You
one
know,
thing.
go ahead.
Greer needs to make sure that Ramsey does not get traded before the draft. It has to happen after the draft because if he does, we only take a 16.4 or 16.6 hit cap hit to where if he goes, or that's after the draft. If he goes before, we got all 24 million. That's going to be a cap hit.
We shouldn't be taking any hit. We extended the guy. Stay and play your damn contract.
Well, I agree 100% on that, but I'm just saying if he wants traded, you wait till after the damn thing. I would make sure that I'd make it hard, you know.
And then watch when the schedule comes out, we're all going to be crying because the last 2 years our schedule was more backloaded with tougher teams. And in the end of the year, this year they're going to give it to us in the beginning of the year. The first 4 or 5 games, we're all going to be looking at it, going, "Damn, we might not win a game in the month of September."
Right.
Yep.
And if we don't win a game, in the month of September, I will put money on it that McDaniels is gone. We go 0-4, he's gone. Greer's gone as well. Ross is going to clear house.
Well, at that point, you go 0-4. What's the use of clearing house? What are you going to do? Who are you going to bring in? Interims? Great. And
So 0-4, you can still change it around and still possibly, you're probably not going to win you might not win the division, but you can still turn it around and make something of the season.
nah, do you know how many teams start 0-4 and make the playoffs? It's like 2%.
True.
I mean, we was in that same predicament. We was in that same predicament last year. We started off 1-1. After we lost to Buffalo, it seemed like the wheels fell off.
Well, that's because Tua got hurt.
Tua comes back, plays a great game against the Cardinals. Yep. Then Tua comes back against the Cardinals, plays a great game, loses the game within 5 seconds. Like, and when you don't win games that you were supposed to win, this is what happens. What's going on, Adam Cook? I want to thank everybody for tuning in this evening. We appreciate you from every platform. We appreciate you giving us your time to come into your household or wherever you guys are at this moment in time. So definitely thank you for that.
Yep, I appreciate to be able to meet new people and talk to everybody. This is great. Thanks for watching, everybody.
They just show up to see our smiling faces.
We smile?
Oh shit.
They're gonna be like, "Hey, Derek's the guy with the big circle with the D. That's about it."
We're not going there again.
You'll show your face again soon.
Yeah, I got all weedy and stuff, and I was like, I'm not getting dressed again. I'm like, it's all good. I ain't putting the shirt back on. I don't feel like it. Too lazy.
Understandable shit.
Well, hey, show the man boobs. Maybe we'll get more people to watch. The ratings will go up.
Yeah, right. That scared away. They'd be like, "Man, yeah, that would be good."
Well, we're going to have just a regular hour-long night tonight. No show on Sunday.
Enjoy your party. I hope you guys have a good time. You get a lot of people there. So, Derek, enjoy it when you're down there.
Definitely.
Gonna be a good time.
Definitely.
Day, Easter weekend.
Without a doubt. Safe travel.
Yeah, I
Safe
appreciate it.
traveling, especially you, Derek.
Shout out to Bob Cole. He's going through some health issues. I don't know exactly what it is, but he's one of our brothers. So, speedy recovery and hope everything's good with you, brother.
And Big E, keep him in their prayers.
Same with Big E. Hopefully he's doing well. You know,
Right. And my
hopefully he
brother,
can find.
Yep,
Hopefully he can find that liver he needs.
Yep.
definitely. I hope they can find him.
Yeah, I see the post on
Absolutely.
him the other
And
day.
another brother
going
here
back
in
to the hospital.
Philadelphia that's a Dolphin fan. Yeah. And another gentleman, I got another gentleman here in Philadelphia. He's been a lifelong Dolphin fan. His name is Christopher Cheeks, lifelong Dolphin fan. He just got surgery. He's going through rehab right now as we speak. If I'm correct, he got surgery on his neck or his back or both. So I'm just praying for
Wow.
him to have a speedy recovery as well. And, fins up to him as well. Yes.
The prayers for fast recovery for him.
Real
So,
quick, Adam, I don't think I know none of us are going to the draft this year.
No.
I know Allie's
no,
going with,
not at
we
all.
know she's taking an RV up there, and I don't know who all's joining her.
Yeah, I couldn't get off work. My buddy actually helps run the NFL draft. Like he's one of the people that set up like the promoters, and I thought I'd get all the draft hats every year.
Well, where's ours?
Yeah.
I didn't even get mine from last year yet. I haven't seen him. And then he does the Waste Management Open out in Arizona. I want to go to that too. But the hats are so big, because the dreads in their hair. Like that one hat I got from 2 years ago, I could fit like another 4 inches all the way around it. Like it is massive. It was like a size 8.5 fitted hat. I'm like, my goodness, these guys got the massive helmet. Like,
I had
the helmet.
a couple of those hats for sale and all, and I gave one to Gorilla Luke for his gorilla head. It was 8.5, size 8.5 fitted.
Wow.
And then I had one that was 8 3/8.
Shoot,
It was like
my
those
head's
swallow
too damn
big
big.
old shit.
My head ain't that big. Yeah, my head ain't that big. I'm like, hell no.
I'm gonna try to get a Cleveland. So the draft's in Cleveland next year?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know for sure.
That'd be cool. Down in the dog pound. I hope they do like the Pro Bowl. I wish they would start moving the Pro Bowl around too. That'd be cool. But it'd be kind of tough because it's cold. But
What Pro Bowl?
well, the joke pool.
Yeah.
Be an easy travel for you, Derek.
Yeah.
There you go. You'd be right there.
Yeah, I got an interview Friday with my company now. I think they want me to stay now, so I got a thing for down in Orlando now. So we'll see what happens there. So
Nice.
yeah, so it'll
Good luck,
lead
my
into one
friend.
position into
Definitely.
another one, but so
Well, I hope it works out for you, brother.
yeah, I mean it's gonna be a little bit of a drive. Is the only bad part. I'm probably gonna have to drive an hour and 45 minutes right away without a company vehicle. But they got a new guy that went down to Baltimore that pushed for me to get down there with him. So once he gets there and gets his clients, and he's going to run the area like Daytona Beach, Sanford, everything up north, and then then they'll give me a company vehicle, and I'll be out of Jacksonville, and I can work both locations, and then be able to be on the road and just pick a shop and pick stuff up and deliver to customers and stuff. So that'll be nice.
Papa Smurf, I don't think we know what this year's draft hat looks like yet.
Yeah, we do. It's out.
It's got
Is
like
it?
a little, you can get the one hat with like the little pin on it, or you can get it with, I think they're ugly. They're ugly as sin.
Yeah, they've been out for a couple of weeks now.
I know one of the first people that I seen that actually had it on already, instantly was Bob. Bob had that thing on. I'm like, how do you get that thing so quick? And he had the pin and everything. I'm like,
Bob
the
Anderson.
hat I like is the one that Winters and I picked up together.
Oh, the limited edition.
Yeah.
what's it look like? I can't remember. I might have to Google it.
Yeah, that only comes. Oh,
It was.
no, I got you. Give me a second.
So, Paul, I will. I'll definitely get a hold of you as soon as I get off the plane and everything. And then, if you need anything, and I'll probably need you to send me your address again, unless I scroll through the messages. But I know you're in Brooksville, so I think it's like 140 miles for me or something like that. Which is
right there, Derek.
Oh yeah,
There you go, Derek.
yeah,
that's nice. I like that one.
that's the remake of the Shark Tooth. Yeah,
That thing's nice.
It's a remake of the Shark Tooth.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite hats. I don't hardly wear it because I don't want to mess it up.
I have the original one of those upstairs.
Well,
I do like to where they're allowing us to. They're going to do 4 games now with the throwback this year instead of 3, or with alternate uniforms. But I would love to see
one game is going to be in Spain, probably.
Well, guys, y'all have a wonderful night. Take it easy. Appreciate everyone joining us. Facebook, YouTube. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hitting the like button, all that, the comments. And guys, thank you for being friends. Peace, love, and fins up, everybody.
Peace, love, and fins up, all.
Peace, love, fins up, guys.
Fins up, guys. Have a